Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing this morning? Shantae Kumar here. So blessed, beyond blessed, to be here with you today and to share something that I am like literally going through right now. So that's why I felt compelled to do this live instead of doing this as a recording and then doing it later. So today I want to talk to you about something that I call the energy of having. And it's what I realized has been the thing that has not stopped but kind of slowed the manifestation or the creation of the life that I want to live and that I want to lead. So the other day I was talking with a client of mine, and he's an awesome guy. He is a young guy. He's dealing with like a lot of health issues right now. So he's telling me about what he was going through during our session, and he said something that really got to me, and I questioned him about it because what I noticed was that he was really focused on where he wanted to be in his health, like what he wanted to get to. So he was really disappointed he wasn't there. And he was like, I'm doing all the work and I'm using affirmations and, I'm thinking positively and I'm doing what you're saying, what I told him, which is about focusing on the future thoughts and, and getting, and those thoughts and those feelings and things like that and get there. And he's like, and it's just not working. And that's when I realized that it's because he was sitting in the energy of getting. And that's what a lot of us do. That's what I had been doing. I'd been sitting in the energy of getting, like, I'm going to imagine what it's like when I get this thing, or I get to have this experience, right? Or I get to this place in my life, and I'm going to imagine getting that, and then imagine what it's like to have that thing, and imagine getting that thing, right? It's sitting in that space, which is not wrong or bad or anything like that, right? It's actually a really great step. But what I realized, at least for me, and what I wanted to share was that meant that there was always an expectation of waiting for it, though, like of being in a space where, okay, well, I'm going to imagine getting it because I don't have it right now. I don't have it, so I have to imagine, what that's like. And again, this is what I was doing too, guys. And I was like, well, yeah. And he was like, well, yeah, what else would I do? I said, well, here's the thing. I think that when we're sitting in that getting energy, then we're only reinforcing the fact that we don't have it right now. Instead, when we have to sit in the having of the energy, we need to sit in the having of the thing we want, to actually almost like snap your fingers and be like, okay, I want to have abundant physical health, and it's gonna I feel free, and I feel light, and I feel vital, and I feel energetic, and I feel and you put on all of those feelings related to that optimal physical health, and then you like to snap your fingers like, okay, now I have that right now, feel it. And you actually literally allow yourself to feel that. And then what comes up, and what came up for me was, well, wait a minute, how can I feel something that I don't have? Like, I can't feel if I have abundant health if I am sick, right? Or if like, I'm lame, or I'm experiencing, trauma in my body. Like, how am I supposed to have that? Why? That just sounds absurd, right? I'm not delusional. That's not what I have. And I said, well, this is the thing. And this is it, guys. This is it. It's not really the thing. That is the thing. That's not what you're having. What you want to have is the feeling, the experience of the thing. The feeling you can have right now. That's yours. The feeling of feeling energetic, you can put that on. The feeling of having vitality, what would that mean? What does that feel like in your body, right? What does that feel like to just really enjoy taking a breath on your own and enjoy being alive, right? Just enjoy that. Like, that is the feeling of having. And when we're in that feeling, that's when we have everything. Right? Because the having of that thing is not the thing. That's not really it. We're energy emotional beings. So we come from emotion. Everything that we do is to either feel good or feel better. Yeah. So we're always falling and trying to do the thing that will help us feel better. That's why we think we want that thing, because we think that thing will help us feel better or feel good about ourselves or our lives. But that's not it. It's that feeling that we want. So we can put on that feeling anytime. We don't need that damn thing. That's what it means when I say, to come from abundance. Figure out, what does abundance mean for you? Like, if you were to say abundance, for some people that word means absolutely bupkis. It does nothing for them. There's no passion in that word. So find the word that brings up some passion for you, that brings up some reverence for you, that brings up some excitement, some eagerness, some enthusiasm for you, and you sit in that. And that will bring all of the conditions that you think you needed to you. It'll bring all the things that will help you continue to keep generating that experience. It'll bring that right to your front door. Anyway, so I wanted to leave you with just, the idea of the possibility that when you sit in the energy of having, the feeling of what you want to feel right now, then you really do have it all. Yeah. And no one can ever take that away from you. Right? Everything else is conditional. It can be gone in a second. You want the big house? The house could be gone. Right? The car, same thing. Even kids, God bless. So I'm just saying. Okay. So again, the energy of having, and I want you to practice that, okay? Because I'm going to be practicing it too, and I'm going to be reporting back to y'all. So practice that energy by thinking up and what it would feel like when you do accomplish or you do achieve whatever it is, whatever the goal that is. But rather than focusing on the goal, focus more on what it feels like to be in that space. What it feels like in that space. And then snap your fingers and say, okay, I have that right now. What is that? And think of the words, think of the feelings, generate them, and then hold it. Challenge. Hold that for 15 seconds. I dare you. So many of us cannot hold our attention past 10 seconds. Scroll, right? Of course. Yeah. So 15-second challenge. Are you up for it? Ciao for now, darlings. I will see you soon.